bamboo, bamboo.
The switch was radical, it was powerful, it was unapologetic, and it was tackling very big themes. And it was amazing to watch. I thought the music was incredible, the cinematography was great, the scenes and the clips that were chosen. What I especially loved was the the narrators and how it was just their mouths. And it was so beautifully lit. It was like this warm lighting, just like a strip, everything else black. So it was kind of this disembodied voice, um, speaking truth and talking about how the system is not working. The system is working in the way that it was meant to be, but the system is wrong and the system needs to be changed, and we need to stop playing into it because it's to our own detriment. And it's about taking control of your life and taking control of the narrative and doing something different because everything is so backwards. And I really, really resonated with this piece so much. I love the way that they chose to tell that story and present that information. And yeah, for me, like the lighting, the cinematography, and the music, and all the elements coming together really made this piece as powerful as it was. Great job.
The switch really subverts like typical protest imagery in this really interesting way. Like, he kind of finds the community, the fun, the beauty um, in the idea of protest, which I think kind of really broadens your understanding of what protest is and how it works, which is really cool. Yeah, but then it's also got this kind of really interesting like poetic monologue kind of thing. It's got a very kind of abstract, almost sci-fi feel to it, which is not really cool. But it's also describing the real world. So that's an interesting juxtaposition. It kind of articulates like how our world is so much more strange and complex and amazing, but also really horrifying than we would typically think. So it's kind of engaging. It's definitely invigorating. It's powerful, and I think it provides a new lens on ideas of protest and resistance, which are really timely and really necessary.
I thought the switch was dope. You talk about a vibe. I like the drums. I like the urban, the like raw emotion of it. I like that. I thought it was a vibe. I like the sound. It was very sonically pleasing. I also like the poem. That poem, you talk about poignant. You talk about powerful spoken word. Excellent. But then also the way it was filmed with the light stripe. Excellent choice. Excellent choice to focus on their words, to draw the audience attention to their words. You know what I'm saying? To really communicate the message you were trying to get across. So I thought that was very effective. Great choices all around. Really well done.
This film is called The Switch. Wow, what a powerful short. The film is a masterpiece of sound and visual imagery, and systemic racism is one of the main messages of the film. The vocals and text in Light and Shadow were so moving and full of truth. The choreography was incredible from a wide variety of camera angles. So much talent of everyone involved. Very important short, all in just under 4 minutes. The Switch. Check it out.
The Switch. Wow, this was so powerful and so wonderfully done. It really was. From the moment it opens and it starts, it just has your attention. Cinematography, the camera work was beautiful. The music was great. I loved the dancing. But what really hits home was the voiceovers and how clever they were to do the male and female voiceover, and they were perfectly matched. When they were doing things in unison, perfectly matched. That was a very, very cool effect. And what they were saying was also so very important. The message that came through loud and clear and done in such a creative way. Yeah, this was fantastic.
this was an incredibly powerful piece. So much, just strength in every word. The way it's put together, the cinematography, the choices is just really wildly artful. Just this is really strong poetic sense about it, but doesn't feel at all, forced or pretentious. It's just smooth, stylish, impactful, and what a strong message and what a strong way to present it is basically what I'm getting at here. They have a really important and strong message, and they do a great job at presenting it, just with all the interesting choices of cinematography, the light over the mouth. It's sort of semi enigmatic, but also just really authentic and grounded. Really, really a strong piece.
I loved how this film started with a very powerful shot to pull you right into it. The poetic beat of it, along with the words spoken over it, give it that with a message that I think all human beings need to hear, that we are being programmed. And that those who don't go with the flow, who don't go along with groupthink, are considered dispensable. They decide who lives and who dies. It is time where I do think this film saying the switch is flickering, it's a good way to put it. I've heard it in different ways, is I do think more people are flicking it on and figuring out what's going on, especially those who are in their 40s, 30s, and younger. They're starting to realize that we're all being played. In this film, while short, it does put on that there's all these messages going into our heads that we're accepted to accept without question. And the issue happens when you flick that switch on, and it begins, and you begin questioning what certain entities do not want to be questioned. So I thought this was beautiful with the cinematography, the close-ups on the mouths, the feet going to the beach, the hanging from a basketball hoop, all these selectively careful shots made this film a lot more impactful and powerful.